Hi, I'm Abby Clinkenbeard, and this is my story of how I survived sepsis. I'm 23 now, but this happened when I was 21. I was my last semester of my junior year of college, and I was preparing for finals that week. A couple days before I actually went into the hospital, I woke up with a really bad headache, and then symptoms got worse, and I just thought I had the flu.
My name's Pam, and I'm Abby's mom. I've worked at UC Health for 35 years as an occupational therapist, worked with Dr. Sanchez and some of the team members on early detection of what patients with sepsis look like.
I remember just getting sick in the toilet over and over again. I couldn't keep anything down. I couldn't keep food down, fluids down, water down. I couldn't control my bowels at the same time. About 2 hours into my mom's shift at work, I called her because I got up to go to the restroom and I passed out on the toilet.
I get the horrible call that no parent ever wants to get. Mom, I just passed out and I don't feel right. I immediately left the hospital, got home. I saw a 21-year-old healthy child who was laying half in the bed, half out of the bed, kind of like a rag doll at this point, very dehydrated, very sweaty, and saying, "Mom, I need help."
She had helped me get dressed. I really couldn't move my body. I was very in and out of consciousness. I don't really remember much.
I got her in my car. She still was talking to me, getting sick along the way, and we drove up to Westchester Hospital, which is part of UC Health.
As soon as we got to the emergency room, I could barely walk, so I went into a wheelchair. So I was in the hall of the emergency department, and they called me back to get my vitals.
Her heart rate was 150, and her blood pressure was so low that they kept saying to me, "She's really sick." They couldn't get an IV. They kept calling people. My daughter, Abby, she kept crying when they were sick her, and she's like, "Mom, I just don't feel right. I want to go home." And I kept saying, "Abby, we're in the right place."
Multiple doctors coming in and out, and I looked at my mom and I asked her if I was going to die. And she looked at me and she said, "You're not going to die. I'm not going to let that happen to you."
And the entire time, I never thought my kid had turned septic. I thought she had the stomach flu and she was incredibly dehydrated. Abby was in complete kidney failure. Her organs were starting to shut down. She's spent 10 days in ICU. This is where we met the most incredible caregivers. We met Dr. Nate Harris, who was her physician, who every day came in and answered all my questions.
He came in twice a day. Every single day I was in the ICU to check on me. And he would always talk about my white blood cell count levels and how those needed to be adjusted before I could go anywhere. He made me feel comfortable, made me feel safe, made me feel like everything was going to get better.
I will never forget the care that Dr. Harris has given my daughter, and they've created such a bond that it's incredible to see. It was the quick actions of UC Health, the Westchester team, and Dr. Sanchez that to this day saved my daughter's life. And I'm able to hug my daughter today and tell her how much I love her.
After this whole thing happened, I just now value the time I spend with my family way more than I did before. If she didn't take me to the ER that day, at that minute, I don't think I would be here. She saved my life. I almost died, so you never know when your last day is going to be your last day. So I just want to live life to the fullest, tell everyone, show everyone how much I love them and care for them.
The important thing I want to say is that listen to your gut if you're a parent or a caregiver. If your patient tells you something's wrong, it doesn't feel right, don't stop. If I would have let her stay at home and I just thought it was the flu, our quick actions of hearing it in her voice and listening to everything that she said is what got her the help that she needs. So if my story can save one person, one parent, one caregiver, and I don't want anybody to ever go through what we went through.
I just want to say a great, huge thank you to UC Health, especially Westchester Division. Thank you, Dr. Harris and UC Health for me being here today.